Oh, hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. It's the 21st to the 27th of September. This looks slightly different this week, simply because I decided that I would lay the cards before starting the recording. And there's a simple reason for that. I'm recording via my Logitech software this week, because last week I did record all 12 videos for the channel, meant to put them up, but just got to uploading them, but didn't get to put them on the actual site because sharing the videos with everyone, because you know when you share videos you got to put the tags in and this and that. I didn't have time to do any of that because I was busy working with clients, blah blah blah. So this week I thought I really want to get something out on YouTube, so I've just recorded via Logitech software where I don't have to edit. Well, I could edit if I wanted to, but I thought, well, this time I can just record instead of having to put it through another program to render it to an AVI or an MP4 file, which happens when I do my HD webcam, my HD camera. I can just do it on to my HD webcam through to Logitech on the computer, and then upload it immediately. So because I didn't want to have to kind of put it through a program, so I could shuffle up the speed. What I've done is I've just laid out the cards. So what I can tell you this week, though, is what we're using for the reading this week. This area here is your general message. We're using the Tower of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. The This Might Hurt Tarot we're using for the work area here. And for your love reading, we are using the Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore. And your spiritual advice this week comes from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace. Okay. If you need any clarity on anything, I decided that I would use my Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot mini deck. Okay, let's make a start on this reading. Spiritual message for the week is justice. So justice is all about balance being restored. Rewards. It's karma. It's a karmic card. Whatever you put out is what you get in. That's what justice is. But I like to see this also as balance being restored. The Four of Cups energy showing here. So Four of Cups is apathy. It's boredom. It's unhappiness. There's an opportunity here. But sometimes you can look at that card and you can say it's a missed opportunity. Sometimes you can look at that card and you can say, well, maybe it's not a missed opportunity, but maybe it's just maybe it's just something that somebody doesn't want to do. It just depends on what that is. Let me just pick this up. Yeah, okay. I thought I was seeing something on the card that wasn't there, but yeah, now I know what it is. Let's have a look at the next one. The Page of Coins. So Page of Coins could be a child, for example. Page of Coins could be a job. It could be money. It could be studying. It could be learning. Page of Coins can also be cautiousness. Yeah. There's something about with this Page of Swords. See, Page of Coins. See, if you look at how this Page of Coins looks, and whenever I see this version of the Page of Coins, it always reminds me of somebody who's being really cautious or being very guarded against, and it's against this Five of Swords. I think there's a need to, it almost looks like he's fake, because the Page of Coins can also mean skepticism and cautiousness. So there's a need to be very cautious, I think, against this person here. This is an enemy. There's a need to be cautious against this enemy here with the Five of Swords energy showing there. I think the message is, justice for me would now be, it's not balance restored, it's making a decision for me now. There's a need to make a decision. Perhaps with the Four of Cups energy, you need to forego something that is offered to you. Be cautious. I don't think that whatever is offered with good intentions, because you've got the Five of Swords. And it's almost like it's telling you to be cautious and wary of that Five of Swords individual. They may be making you an offer, but the offer is not with a good intention behind it. What's the next one? There's another page showing here. I think it's be cautious of somebody who has this intention. The intention with the Five of Swords is to get the upper hand. The intention with the Five of Swords is to cause some form of hurt or pain. I think somebody comes with hurt and pain, but I think that they put a sweet, nice, smile on. That Page of Cups is really nice, but I actually feel that this person is disguised as the Page of Cups when they're really this. And this is why I think with the Page of Coins, they're telling you to be cautious of somebody who may come with a nice, sweet smile, Page of Cups, and who may seem very pleasant, but really there's a lot of jealousy, or this person wants to cause some harm, for example. I often see the Five of Swords as being the harmful card. So I think the message with the Justice energy is to make a firm decision. I would call this a decision card on this one. I would say there's a need for you to make a decision, and actually I think it's saying not just make a decision. I actually think that some of you guys have already made the decision, because I think the Justice card is advised is saying that you are right, because justice is doing the right thing. If you said, well, what's this person like? And I pulled one card and I got justice, I would explain someone as being fair and upright and just. Okay, always trying to do the right thing. You know, this is a moral card. So I think it's saying that you are right. You would be in the right with the Justice energy. You would be completely justified as well, because you can use the word justified with justice. You would be completely justified if you turned down a particular offer from an individual here. Because can you see how his face is slightly backed away? His face is always backed away from whatever card is in front of him. Because that Page of Coins, so you would be completely right to turn an offer down. Because you've got to be wary of someone with the Five of Swords who comes with harmful intentions, I think, with the Five of Swords energy, and yet puts on a nice, innocent act and pleasant act with this Page of Cups. There's somebody who's kind of acting like they want to be your friend, or, you know, they're making you an offer and it's all very innocent and pleasant, and they're doing it from their heart, or whatever the case is, but they're not really doing that. Their intention is to harm you, I think, in the long run, and I think that you know that. So I just think that it's telling you this week, be very mindful of that and really pay attention to your hunches. For the career reading, what have we got? The Page of Swords. So this is about a course. When you get a Page of Swords in a work reading, often you're learning something with the Page of Swords. Yeah, I think that some of you guys, if you've been on a course, I think that you're going to pass it. I think that you'll be successful. So I see some of you guys, if you've been on a course or you've been learning something, I see success with that. The Four of Coins. So you've got the Four of Coins is financial gains. This is actually, a permanent job, a secure job, or securing a job. Okay. I think that securing, though, a job may be difficult with that Three of Swords, because this is the work reading. So if you've been looking to, I think some of you guys may pass some form of course or qualification that you've been doing with the Page of Swords and the Six of Wands, but I feel in terms of securing a good job, that may be disappointing this week with the Three of Swords energy showing there. Two of Coins energy, and I think that because of that there is a need probably with the Two of Coins energy to try and manage your money and be responsible with your money, because the Two of Coins, obviously money is an offshoot. That's why we work because we earn money from what we do. Obviously what I do is slightly different. Of course, my business is what I run. This is my living, so my business is very successful and I make a living from what I do, and I'm very blessed, and thank God for that. So yeah, but also I run my business because I love it. I really love what I do. I love the tarot. I really enjoy it. But everybody works to live, right? So if you can't earn money and if you can't secure a job, then obviously with the Two of Coins, you're going to have to be really kind of, sensible and, methodical with what you have. And the Two of Coins is all about trying to balance your income. So there's a need to balance what you have. There's a need to manage what you have in a really kind of sensible way. So I think for work, some form of course or learning some of you guys have been on will be successful. I think if you're out of a job, though, securing perhaps even a permanent job with the Four of Coins is going to be difficult right now. And there's a need to be really sensible and responsible with your cash with the Two of Coins this week. Let's have a quick look finally at the love reading. So Four of Swords I often see as the card that represents to withdraw from a relationship. The High Priestess, secrets are the High Priestess, intuition maybe. Right, the Six of Cups. I think there's a connection, a spiritual connection that you have to somebody from the past here. But there's a need to withdraw. I think that some of you guys do have a spiritual connection with somebody from the past. You may dream about them, for example, that type of thing with the High Priestess. Sometimes the High Priestess, it can be a card where you're burying things down deep, though. Let's have a look at the next one. The Empress, I think this is. So the Empress is all about nurturing the relationships as well. That's what the Empress is. The Empress is about having and I think that this is actually, the Empress is ruled by Venus. it's a shared connection when you get that card. So I think that there's a spiritual connection you have with somebody from the past, and I think it's shared. I think that whoever it is that you have the connection to, Sagittarius, I think they share your feelings with that Empress energy showing there. I think it's a shared connection. The 10 of Pentacles energy. Do you know what I think, actually? I think there's a need to, because you've got the 3 of the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. Sometimes that's a marriage combination, like somebody's married. But for me on this one, I think there's a need to nurture somebody that you may already be, nurture the relationship with the 10 of Coins, because the Empress is nurturing and creating whatever that is. You know, sometimes when you get the Empress in front of a card, she's creating whatever is in front of her. Okay, so it's almost like it's actually saying to you that there's a need to nurture the people that you have already got solid relationships with. That's how I would read that, because this card here. And the 4 of Swords in a love reading often means to withdraw. That's what the 4 of Swords often is. It means that we've withdrawn, we're taking a break. So some of you guys I think the advice this week is it's time really just to take a break from somebody who you have a very deep spiritual connection to from the past, because the 6 of Cups is the past. But also it's not just the past. This could be a soulmate. It doesn't have to be that they're in the past, actually. And also the 10 of Coins is tangible. It's what's here, it's what's now. Because the coins are what you experience, they're what you feel. So actually I am probably going to talk about this as being a past card. I don't think that this person is present. I think that they're very much in your past. But some of you guys are still connecting in with them on a spiritual level. You're dreaming about them. With the Empress, they may be doing the same thing perhaps. But I think that there's a need for you to kind of just take a bit of a break on that, because I get the impression that because this is the break card of the 4 of Swords, I get the impression with these 2 cards, if you need to withdraw from someone you've got a spiritual connection to from the past, then you're thinking about them all the time. And that feeling and that thought process is all encompassing. It's something that you really just cannot get rid of. Perhaps there's a need to completely, within this love reading, just take a bit of a break on somebody, or just try to disconnect, I would say, with the 4 of Swords, from somebody who you're really connected to from the past on a very deep spiritual level with the High Priestess, and nurture the warm relationships, the tangible relationships, the relationships that are in the here and now, the loyal relationships, the people who are committed to you. There's a need to start nurturing those relationships, because what you're actually doing, I think, for some of you Sagittarians, is you're nurturing a relationship with somebody that isn't even here. You're giving all of your power to this. And the universe is saying stop with the 4 of Swords. Kind of like, stop giving your power to this person that's not even here, and start nurturing with the Empress energy the tangible relationships, the people that you can see, that you can touch, that you can feel, that you can talk to right now, family members, friends that have been around you for a long time, because some of you guys are disconnected probably even from friends because you're so caught up into this person from the past. There's a need to step, I think, back into the real world and start kind of nurturing relationships with the people that you already have existing relationships with, rather than a ghost. Right, let's have a quick look at what the spiritual message is for the week. Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Let's have a quick look at that message in the book. I love these cards. So the message for the week is Storm, Sagittarius. Just when you thought things were taking a turn for the better, in came a hurricane of hurt. Now you find yourself utterly exhausted from trying to survive it all. Rest assured the clouds are finally starting to part, making room for the much needed sun. Like the clouds, you should also let go of past or present pain in order to make room for something better. And that's exactly what I'm saying here. It is time to disband with this. It's time to kind of disconnect with the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is disconnection. Time to disconnect from whoever this person is here, and start nurturing the people who are committed to you, the people who love you, the people who are loyal to you, your family members, whatever the case is, but not to a ghost. All right. That is your reading, my darlings. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section below or the end screen. And please, please, please like, share and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and also please, if you can, comment on the video. It really helps the algorithm and the growth of the channel. Take care, guys. Bye bye.